Hello, ladies. How are you?
This is what it feels like to file with TaxSlayer. Confident you'll get your guaranteed maximum
I
refund.
always forget to turn the sound off. I'll learn one of these days. Aren't my flowers pretty behind me and my little oranges or tangerines or whatever you call them? That was a gift from my anonymous giver, amongst a few other things. I'm drinking a hot cup of tea tonight. Oh well, it's all water under the bridge, so I don't worry about it. Well, thank you, Gladys. I didn't get much of anything accomplished today. I was tied up most of the morning. Then I ran out to Walmart on errands to pick up a couple of things that I had to get. And then got back. Was trying to decide what I wanted to do. If I wanted to try to record a video or just go live. And I said, well, it's really too late to try to record a video for tomorrow. So I just decided to go live again. You already have some of those sweet givers, Gladys. You got Connie, you got me, Susie. We've all been sending you stuff. I'm drinking, yes, too. Connie's probably sent you more stuff than she sent to me, Gladys. She sent me that set of pots, and then she sent you a set of those pots as well, pots and pans, and then that's all she's ever sent me, and I think she sent you several things since then. So you've got people sending you stuff. I don't know. I wish I knew where Connie was. Well, I'm not kidding. I'd love to know where Connie is. I mean, that's got me worried because she's never not answered any of my messages before. Well, hello, Tatuk. I know I probably don't pronounce that right. You'll have to bear with me. How are you doing this evening? Oh, it's morning where you're at. It's nighttime here, Tatuk. Tatuk. It's 7 o'clock in the evening here. So it's morning where you're at. And there's Paul's. Hi, Paul's. How you doing today? How are you doing, Tatuk? Her Darto and Darto. I know I don't pronounce your name correctly, but that's about the best I can do. Everybody say hello to Tatuk. 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 I don't know how to say it. I think he's the one from Indonesia, maybe. I know there was one on here a few nights ago that said they were from Indonesia. In case you're wondering, Texas Trailer Trash is the TT. Oh, okay. I just started to say, what are you talking about? I wondered why the 3 T's were up there. Yeah, I don't know of anybody that lives anywhere close to where Connie is. But she's not answering her phone. She's not answering messages sent to her. Thank you. I'm always in good health. That's right. My mother comes from Indonesia, Indonesian society. Well, good. It hit 71 degrees here today, y'all. Bright and sunshiny day. You would think it was springtime. But I know it ain't going to stay that way. We'll have more freezing temperatures before it's over with. We're not even through February yet. And there's Susan. Hello, Susan. Susan, we've still not been able to get hold of Connie. It was 60 here and beautiful. Yeah, it hit 71 here in a beautiful sunshiny day. And I wanted to get out and do something in the yard so bad, and I kept getting other stuff to do, and I never did make it. And there's Joanne. Hello, Joanne. This is the same Sharon with a different beginning. And there's Lisa. Hello, Lisa. Y'all join me for a hot cup of tea. No alcohol. No alcohol. I don't know what brought that up. Yeah, nobody's heard from Connie, and I'm getting a little worried. I sent her messages yesterday, night before last, today, and she's not answering any messages. Gladys said she tried to call her, and she's not answering her phone. You're drinking margarita? Me and margaritas don't get along. I used to buy the frozen, was it margarita mix? You got it in strawberry and different flavors, and I used to get the strawberry. And I would mix it, but I wouldn't put alcohol in it. And I'd just drink it like a slushie, and it was really good. If she's in the hospital, she couldn't answer the phone or maybe not even get a call on her cell phone. Yeah, see, that's what's got me worried. I'm afraid she might be in the hospital or something. Yeah, don't know. I mean, she said he's been a total you know what for the last several days because the furnace went out, and he's griping and fussing and hollering at her like it was her fault and she should be down there fixing it. And then it was righteous because she said he went to work the next day and their heat was out at work. So he had to spend the day at work with no heat. And I said, good for him. But he's the man of the house. He should be down there seeing to it that that furnace is fixed. He shouldn't expect her to do it. The tiller beat you up today? I've never tried using a tiller. I've seen people use them. It looks like it's a little bit of work. All I know is she lives, I think her address is Topeka, Topeka, Washington. Let me look. I've got her address here somewhere. No, she's at Tacoma. Her address is Tacoma, Washington. But I don't know of anybody that's close to her, and I don't know anything about hospitals there or anything. Yeah, you're Topeka, Kansas. Well, she's Topeka, Washington. Yeah, I think that's the only address I've ever gotten for her. It's Tacoma, Washington. And that's probably why I was thinking it was Topeka, because you live in Topeka, Kansas. And she's Tacoma, Washington. I know. It's not like her not to answer my messages either. I don't know which hospital she'd be in. And I don't know how many hospitals there are in Tacoma, Washington. I'm eating candy, y'all. I'm addicted to candy. Hard candy. I know she's got a mother, and who knows, she may be at her mother's house, but I don't know how to get in touch with her mother. And if she was at her mother's, you know she would answer us. She wouldn't ignore us. And there's Vicaprofen. That's what I've got. It's pretty good. You start putting it in your mouth, though, every time one disappears, you got to get another one. Well, she told me she had sent her son, I think, to stay with her mom or someone until they got the furnace fixed. So I don't know how far away her mom is from where Connie lives. I know they're addicting. Every time one melts away, I got to put another one in my mouth. Yeah, thumbs up, please. I got 30 watching, and I got 5 thumbs up now. We need more thumbs up. But you know, I didn't realize it was like in the morning in Indonesia. I would call the non-emergency number to the police and have them do a welfare check. Well, I'm kind of afraid to do that. I'm afraid Connie, if she is home, she'd be mad if I did that. Or Bobby might get even madder than what he's been for the last few days. I know she said with Bobby all upset and fussing at her, she's not feeling good. Oh, I don't know if I've got a favorite. I love chocolate. I like everything. That's my problem. I love to eat and I love just about everything. There's very few things that I don't like. Escargot is definitely one that I will not touch. I don't care how expensive it is. I'm not touching it. The situation in Indonesia has entered the rainy season thanks to the situation starting to change during the rainy season, Mother. Oh, okay. But you probably live in what looks like a tropical paradise in Indonesia. We've had rain for several days, and it quit raining yesterday, and then it ended up being a beautiful day today. Sunshiny, 71 degrees. Turned my heater off. Well, the thing of it is, though, she doesn't live by herself. Bobby is there. And even if he's mad at her, you know he's not going to just let her sit there and die if she got in a bad way. I would think if she got bad off, he would at least call 911 or do something. Well, you know, I was talking about making a blue jean apron. And one of my errands today was go pick up material. And I only got a half a yard of each color. This is blue with yellow and gold flowers in it. I mean, this light doesn't show it very well. And then I've got a red with white flowers. And I thought I would use that because I'm going to make 2 aprons. I'd use this just for trim around the edge and maybe the tie on the neck. I think it'll look good against a blue jean material. I mean, I think if Connie was at her mom's, she would definitely at least answer her phone or, you know, answer her messages. And there's Shelly. Hi, Shelly. How's Shelly this evening? I'm doing good, Shelly. How are you? Oh, you said you're good. Well, thank you, Lisa. I think so. Maybe I can get started on it tomorrow. I don't know. But I'll definitely do a video, if not a live on it. Yeah, I know. That's the reason I said just because she would be at her mom's, that doesn't mean she would not answer her phone. You went to the doctor today, Shelly? I hope you got a good report. Susan's got important stuff to do. That'll be fun, Susan. Good. You got a good report today at the doctor's. Well, I went to the store just purposely to get a little bit of material to go on the aprons. And I spent way too much money because I found other things. I said, well, I need this and I need this and I need this. I said, I got to get my stuff out of this store because I don't have money to spend. But I got 2 bags of this I forgot what it was called, not potting soil, but some kind of soil that you amend your dirt with because it's got a lot of plant foods and compost and different stuff in it. And it was only $2.97 a bag, and it was a big bag. So I got 2 bags of it that I'm going to mix with dirt or soil that I've got, and I'm going to put it in that 5-tier planter that was sent to me. I still haven't decided what I'm going to plant in it yet, though, or where I'm going to put it. I can't leave it on the patio because when you water it, the water's going to run down on the concrete. So I'll put it out in the yard somewhere, but I'm not sure where yet. You're trying to get rid of your squirrels, and Sharon, Susan's feeding hers. My squirrels try to get up on my bird feeders. Well, you saw in that video that I posted here not long ago where he tried to go up the pole and the pole was frozen that day, and he slid down the pole because it was ice. I laughed at that squirrel. It was so funny. My checkup is next month. I have to go in and do my blood work a week before I go in. And then I'll go in and see the doctor the next week. But I think I'm scheduled for like the 26th. So I'll go in 6 or 7 days before that and have blood work done. Your squirrels are eating your brassicas? They're hungry little fellers. I don't think they bother mine, but they do try to get in the bird feeders because they love the bird seed. They're not satisfied with what falls on the ground because they could eat all they want that just falls on the ground, but they'd rather get up on the bird feeder and eat it directly out of the bird feeder. Yeah, they draw blood and check my cholesterol and all that good stuff. You're at war? Sharon's at war with her squirrels. Gladys, you need to see a G string. I don't know about you, Gladys. I'm gonna see if I can find you one. Woo! Gladys, look. Look what I found you. I don't think it's coming over too good on there. Wish I could get it to focus better. He's in Dallas, Texas. Let's see if I can find one in Connecticut. There's some in Connecticut. We'll let little buddy in. I forgot exactly where you were. Bridgeport. So you can make an appointment with these guys and they'll come out to your house. Bridgeport. Well, that picture had. They're dancing for you. Can't see them very well. Ooh, they're picking up the women too, Gladys. So I heard something clicking over there, and little buddy was trying to get into my cabinets. He figured he needed more food than what he's got in his bowl. There's one real close to you, Gladys. You can't see him, though. It's too bright. See if I can find one that's got a darker picture. Oh, well. How's that for muscles? Gladys, you think he's got enough muscles for you? Gladys, how would you like to rub his belly? There goes you one you can see real good. He takes reservations. We need to call and reserve him and have him and send him to Gladys. They take reservations. Aren't I terrible? I'm just going along with Gladys. I think we must embarrass Tatuk. I haven't seen him post a message lately. Now little buddy wants to go back out. You are a silly cat. He says it's too pretty or too warm outside to stay in the house. I wonder what her boys would think if they were home and all of a sudden they get a knock on the door and it's some male stripper, but they don't know it's a male stripper, and he might be dressed up like a cop and tells them that they need to see Gladys about a urgent matter. And then he proceeds to go in there where she's at and turn the music on and start stripping. Ends up in the bed with her. You know how they do. He'd end up in the bed rubbing all up against her and all kind of shit. Whoop, did I say that? They won't let him. Well, he might show up when they're not there. Yeah, I would too, Shelley. Gladys would forget all about her wooden Indian. Oh. That's so funny. I mean, the first time I went to a strip club with some girlfriends of mine, I like to die because, I mean, it's like, whoa. I mean, those good-looking guys, I mean, they were darn good-looking, but they were young guys, you know. They were like in their 20s. And they'd come out there with them little bitty old G-strings on, and nothing was covered up but the bare necessity. And it sure didn't stop it from moving around. They'd get up there wiggling and, oh my God, and do lap dances. I didn't want no lap dance. I didn't want any of them rubbing up against me. He just went out the door, Vicaprofen. He came in, he got him a snack, and he had to go back outside because it was it was 71 degrees today, so it's still warm out. My heater is off. It was like a spring day today. It'll probably be a little cooler tomorrow. I'm not sure what the forecast is, but I don't think it's going to be 71 tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be freezing cold, but I don't think it's going to be 71. Gladys says she'd have to shut her bedroom door and lock it. Oh, you're going to shut the stripper up in your bedroom with you, huh? You're not going to let him get out. Oh, that's funny, Lisa. Gladys wouldn't care. She'd say, bring it on. Oh. I'm sure it would be, Gladys. Oh. Oh. The vegan menu. Hello, how are you? Oh, I laughed so hard. I don't know if I'm going to survive this live or not. Whew. Sounds like your girlfriends are playful, living life loving. Oh, well, one girlfriend of mine, it was her bachelorette party, and she kept wanting everybody to pay for a lap dance. Nobody ever would. A bunch of us ended up getting up on the stage with them, and we were doing oh, I don't remember what they call that, where you put your hands on everybody's hip in front of you and dance around. We were doing that with the strippers. Yeah, a cop for a bachelorette party. We were saying we were going to send one to Gladys. She said she's going to lock her door. I said, yeah, she's going to lock him in her door, her bedroom. She's not going to let him out. Hi, Charlene. How are you? Yeah, I've been laughing so hard my ribs hurt. No, those were male strippers. We were trying to find a male stripper for Gladys. We said we were all going to chip in and send a male stripper to Gladys's house. And she says, well, my birthday is April 18th. The only way I would get in on doing that is if it was videoed. They'd have to video record it when he showed up and started dancing for her, because I want to see the video. Yeah, really. They're not cheap. We send one, we need to see it on video. Right, pause. We would send one, we got to see it on video. Got to get our money's worth. I guess that's what they are. They're real pretty flowers and they smell really good. An anonymous giver sent the flowers and the little oranges. I don't know what they call them, mini oranges or something. I don't remember. Amongst a bunch of other stuff. Oh, finally able to catch my breath. I was laughing so hard I didn't know if I was going to make it or not. Maybe the one in Dallas, Master Blaster. Well, Gladys lives in Connecticut, so we'd have to find one up there. Well, thank you, Vicaprofen. They are cute. That's what I'm saying, Gladys. He'd end up in bed with you, just grinding and rubbing all over you. Annie said she's in the shower. What did I miss? You missed everything, Annie. Or Anna. We're going to get together and pay for a male stripper to go visit Gladys. And she said she was going to lock him in her bedroom. She's not going to let him out. But I told her, I said, if he goes there to dance for, that he's got to record it because we want to see the video. And I was bringing up pictures of male strippers on my phone, and I was showing them to her. You are missing everything, Anna. Anne, okay, just Anne. I wasn't sure if it was Anna, Annie, or what, but okay, I'll just say Anne from now on then. Yeah, we may not hear from Gladys for a while if that happens. No, Sharon says, I feel left out. I want one. She's going to go missing. Oh my gosh. She was scared at a bachelorette party. Yeah, but I showed the material a little while ago, but some of you weren't here. I bought a couple of half-yard pieces of this material to trim the 2 aprons that I'm going to make out of blue jean. And actually what I think I'm going to do, instead of just plain blue jeans, I've got coveralls, a pair of them that I used to love to wear, but they're coverall shorts. I'm going to make the aprons out of that. That's going to be even cuter. Now, Susan said her birthday is in April 14th. So I guess now Susan wants a stripper too. Thank you, Anne. I said it's time I made a new apron. I've been wearing the black one and the green one forever in my cooking videos. So I'll make something real cute to wear. But that's just the trim. I have the red to trim one of them and the blue to trim the other one. Because the whole main body of the apron is going to be the blue jean. But I'll show you how I do it. I'm either going to make a video and post it of doing it, or I'll go live and do it. I don't know which yet. I may do just a video because sometimes I get halfway through making something and I just want to take a break. So I haven't decided yet. Sharon says hers is January 19th. Well, mine is May 7th. You think I can just have an early birthday? I can celebrate it in April. Yeah, she sure will. And Shelley said she'd have to wait till December. Let's send one to you. No, we're going to send him to you, Gladys. I know, aren't we, Sharon? We're terrible. We're a terrible bunch of ladies getting together. But we're having fun. Yeah, it might be a little heavy, but I think it'll be cute. I made one out of denim before. The bib of it was denim, and then I trimmed it in yellow sunflower material. And I think the skirt was out of sunflower material. And it was real cute. I put it on Poshmark and sold it, but I basically gave it away on there. I didn't sell it for just a couple of dollars. And I said I should have really asked for a lot more than that, but I just put it up there and got rid of it. See, us talking about this stuff has made Gladys hungry. Because she says she's hungry now. All that dancing with those strippers makes you hungry, doesn't it, Gladys? Living Life Loving says he was lap dancing on my lap and bent the chair backwards to the ground while sitting on me. It even scared me. Well, I've got to admit, I have never seen a male stripper that was shy. They have no inhibitions. They are not shy at all. To be able to come out there and dance around the stage with 100 women, screaming crazy women, watching them dance around with nothing but a G-string on. And they love it. She's not hungry for food, she says. We know what you're hungry for. I would buy that apron with sunflowers in a minute. Well, I sold it on Poshmark, but I decided I wanted to make me some more. And I thought it'd be really cute to make it out of the overalls. I'm going to use the front of the overalls for one apron, and then I'm going to use the back of it for another apron because it will have the hip pockets in it in the front. And I think it'll turn out cute. So, I'll be cooking, coming, and going. I may do that tomorrow. I may get the aprons made tomorrow and video it all and be able to post the video. That would be funny, and one of those strippers wearing my apron, one of my aprons, and a pair of cowboy boots. Yeah, that would be cute. Well, no, I didn't make anything for dinner. I just heated up another bowl of cabbage soup. I ate cabbage soup and a couple of Hawaiian dinner rolls, and that was my supper tonight. Y'all want to see what I did with most of that cabbage soup I cooked? Because I knew I couldn't eat it all at one time. And I said it may take me more than just a day or two to eat it. All right. See those jars? That's my cabbage soup, y'all. Because after I ended my live, yesterday, I got a cabbage out and I chopped up half of a cabbage, a big cabbage. And I put the cabbage in the microwave and like got it half cooked. And then I put it in that pot of vegetable soup and turned it into cabbage soup. So I got a lot of it in jars canned so it won't go bad until I decide I'm going to eat it. Yes, Ann, I canned it. Well, you know, it was like 6 quarts of cabbage soup by the time I got finished. Because that pot was full to the top after I put that half a cabbage in it, because that was a big cabbage. And I said, I can't eat all of that in just a couple of days. So I decided I was going to can part of it. I did keep a jar of it in the refrigerator, and that's what I ate tonight. But I canned the rest of it. It's all sealed and everything. So, you know, I'll open a jar of it whenever I want to eat more. Or I can open a jar of it and add beef or chicken to it and make me a cabbage soup with chicken or cabbage soup with beef. I love it. It probably is not going to last long in the jars because I'll end up eating it. I know that's what I've heard, that a lot of them are shy. But when they get on stage and start dancing around, you'd never know they were shy. Any kind of a canning jar that will seal. I've took pickle jars and glass mayonnaise jars. You know, as long as they've got a seal around the top of the lid, you can clean those jars up, sterilize them, and you can recan in them because they will seal. This jar right here, this was a spaghetti sauce or pasta sauce jar that I bought. And I washed it, sterilized it, and now my cabbage soup is sealed up in it. But any of the jars that have a metal lid, that have a rubber gasket underneath the lid of it, you can use again. You can use it as a canning jar. Jelly jars, any of them. So, you know, I reuse a lot of the jars that I can reuse. And I do buy regular canning jars. I've got 3 different sizes of regular canning jars. I've got quart sizes. I've got pint, half pints. And now I don't have nowhere to put the jars. I've got my little cabinet over here full of canned stuff. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Let's see. No, my coffee cup and everything is in the way. But remember that little cabinet I built behind me? Look what's in there. It's full of canning jars, full of food. There's cowboy candy. There's, oh, I don't even know what I got in there. There's pickled beets. There's, I got pineapple salsa. I've canned watermelon rind jelly, no, watermelon rind jam. I've got dried, oh heck, I can't think of the name of it now. Dried basil. I got a lot of stuff in there. So I don't really have anywhere to put those jars. Reckon I'll have to build me another cabinet. Yeah, I've never made pineapple salsa before, so I tried it, and I put it in the small jars, like the pint-sized jars, or half pints. And I put one in Christmas presents that I gave to some of my family this year. I gave them cowboy candy relish. I gave them dried basil. I gave them watermelon rind jam, pineapple salsa, and whatever else I got in there. I don't even remember. Yeah, watermelon rind jam is really good. You eat it on some toast in the morning. It's really good. Yeah, but I'm probably going to have to open another jar of that tomorrow to eat it. I probably shouldn't put so much in the jars. But I figured that 1-quart jar would be enough for a couple of days, but no. I ate so much of it last night and then again today that quart jar is gone. Yeah, I like to try different things that I've never tried before, like the pineapple salsa. I had never in my life made pineapple salsa, never even tasted it before. And the watermelon rind jam is so good. And I never would have thought to make a jam out of the rind of a watermelon. The skin of it. I know back home growing up, I remember people that would kind of like candy it. They would put it in strips and like pickle it in syrup, real sweet. And I've never even tasted it. But my mom never did that. But I never have seen watermelon rind jam. But I come across that recipe and I said, man, I know what I'm doing with this watermelon rind. When I cut up my watermelon, there was not a bit of that went to waste. It all went in my watermelon rind jam. Gladys says, now I'm hungry for real food. I know, Vicaprofen. This new generation, they don't know how to do all that stuff. And the way things are going, it might come in handy. My big problem now is I'm running out of spots to put canned stuff. My freezers are full. I mean, hopefully I'll eat a bunch of that stuff up and empty part of the freezers out to where if I do produce anything in my garden this summer, I'll have somewhere to put the new stuff. Somebody told me I needed to start a catering business or a roadside stand. Sell all my stuff, I guess I could set up a stand at the little flea market they have off the square once a month. I think they said they had it once a month. I'm not sure. They sell canned stuff there. They sell a little bit of everything there. And there's Diana Hinkle. Hello. Oh, I'm doing fine, Diana. How are you? We've been having so much fun. We've been trying to get Gladys a stripper. I was talking about making my aprons, and I showed how the material that I had bought to trim the aprons with. Hopefully I'll get them done tomorrow. I'm not sure. Just depends on me and the weather. Yeah, thumbs up, please. I only got 16 thumbs up, and we got 42 people watching. So what's up with that? Oh, you've been crocheting pretty much all day. I wish I could do it all day, but my allergies, oh my God, I can only crochet a little bit at a time because that little bit of fuzz gets in my face and irritates my eyes and my sinuses, and I start having an allergy attack. I'm going to have to get me one of those full face masks that you can breathe in to crochet. So none of that fuzz from the yarn goes in my face. I mean, wouldn't I look cute with a big full face mask on trying to crochet? That would be funny. Yeah, I made a run to Walmart to get that fabric, and I got a couple of bags of this potting mix that I'm going to use in those little, in that 5-tier planter that I put together that's on the back patio, but I still don't know exactly what I'm going to plant in it yet. Oh, your mom made watermelon rind pickles. And see, I've seen people do that, but I've never made them, and my mom's never made them. But I thought that watermelon rind jam just sounded good. So I had to make some. You like making corn relish? Well, my relish is all cowboy candy. It's jalapeno. So it's hot. But I use it to put it in, oh heck. I put it in guacamole. I put it in beans when I'm cooking them. I put it in anything that I normally would put a hot pepper in when I cook it. You know, I just don't put a whole lot because I don't like it real hot. But I do like a little bit of the jalapeno in there. In fact, I just made a little container of not avocado, of guacamole, and I put maybe a level teaspoon of cowboy candy relish in it, along with some finely chopped tomato and lemon juice and onion and stuff. I don't like to put enough in it that's going to make it real hot, but I like a little bit of spice in it. Oh, and I got that ring in the mail today, so you should be getting it pretty soon. I think it was Shelly that got it. Yeah, Shelly. Yeah, I got your ring in the mail today. And when I mailed them last time, I had them in a little white envelope, and the guy in the post office said, well, you need to buy envelopes to put these in. So he went ahead and mailed those, and I went to Walmart and I bought 2 different sizes of the brown envelopes. So I put Shelly's in the brown envelope today, took it to the post office. You know what the guy told me? This was another guy that was working there today. He said, you need to get a bubble envelope. I said, well, the last time I mailed stuff, I said the guy told me I needed to buy envelopes. He didn't say anything about a bubble envelope. So he went ahead and mailed the one that I had today. And then I went and bought a package of bubble envelopes, which I don't see where it makes a whole lot of difference. If they're going to catch on that stupid belt when it goes through, the bubble envelope's going to catch too. I think they just want you to buy theirs in the post office, but I didn't. I fooled them. I bought them somewhere else. So we'll see what they say the next time I mail a ring. I just kicked the tripod, y'all. Jalapeno jelly is delicious. And see, that's something I've not tried yet. There was a shop here in Granbury that you could buy jalapeno lollipops in. And they were pretty good. They were hot, but those lollipops were good. And they were like a real light green color. And I bought some of them and I sent them to my brothers in North Carolina. I told them, I said, I want you to try this. Yeah, that's what I say. It should get there fine. I think they're trying to push the envelopes in the post office, trying to get people to buy them. And it seemed like every time I mail one, they go up on the postage. The first couple I mailed, I only put 2 or 3 stamps on the envelope. Now it's anywhere from $3 to $5 to mail a ring. Yeah, I might try making some jalapeno jelly this year, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if I want to eat jalapeno jelly. Wonder if it'd be good on peanut butter. peanut butter and jalapeno jelly sandwich. That would spice up your life, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know. I'm for sure going to wear a mask before I start out there working with the dirt and those bags, because I don't want to breathe it. I know what it'll do. You love jalapeno jelly with cheese? Oh, well, Susan, it's okay. We'll bear with you. Yeah, there's a lot of things I would like to try. And I've already had people telling me from last night they want to see me make zucchini spaghetti. Because I've got one of those food choppers that has the hand crank on it. And it literally will make spaghetti strings out of a zucchini or a squash. It'll even do a cucumber that way. Of course, I don't want a spaghetti cucumber, but the zucchini is really good to cut it like spaghetti and cook it and put a sauce on it. It's real good. You don't have to cook it very long because you don't want it to get mushy. I said, I have to wait till I get some zucchini out of the garden. I may have enough in the garden this year to do all kind of experiments in canning stuff. Zucchini noodles, yeah. Healthy too. Keto friendly. And you can put just about any kind of sauce. You can put spaghetti sauce on them, any kind of pasta sauce. You can make your own garlic sauce, garlic and butter. I've tried it several different ways, and I liked it any way I fixed it. Shelley says, I need to diet myself. I need to. I'm the biggest I've ever been in my whole life, and I don't really like it. I need to lose a few pounds. I said maybe that cabbage soup will be the start of it. Because cabbage soup is the best thing you can eat to try to lose weight. And after you've lost down, to where you want to be, you still eat your cabbage soup, at least a bowl once a day or once every other day. And then you can add other food back into your diet. Just don't want to go overboard with it. You made a zucchini lasagna. I think I did one of those one time too, Anne. Seemed like I made a zucchini lasagna. I know. I'm just really worried about Connie. It's not like her not to answer her phone. It's not like her not to answer any of my messages. I've not seen her in anybody else's chats. I'm worried because I know the last time I talked to her, she said her husband was on a rampage, and I just hope he didn't do something bad to her or cause her any harm. Well, working in the garden and housework is my exercise, I guess. I have made cactus jelly in the past. Now I just can cactus. You know, I've never done anything with cactus. I've heard people say that cactus jelly is good. And I've got cactus growing all around my house with the big flowers on it. And it has those round pods. And one of the Mexican ladies at school, when I was still working, you know, at the schools, she told me that, because I was talking one day about clearing out the cactus around my yard. Oh, you don't want to do that. You can eat cactus. I said, yeah, but I don't want to mess with those stickers. She said, well, you have to learn how to do them. You have to take those red pods and singe off the stickers. You know, hold it with something. Not your fingers. Hold it with something else like pliers or something. And singe off the stickers on it so you can like work with it. But she said they're really good. The fruit is really good. I said, well, I've never tasted it. And yeah, those big yellow flowers that come on the cactus are so pretty. But I don't like the stickers. And they were all over my yard. I kept stickers in my legs and feet all the time. And I was going to try to keep a whole bed of cactus there. But it looked so bad with all the weeds that would come up in it and then die and all that. And I said, well, it needed to be cleaned out, you know. All that like underbrush around the cactus, it all needed to be cleaned out so it would look good. Oh my God, I got so many cactus stickers in me trying to do that, I gave up. Yeah, and you don't have to water or take care of cactus. They just kind of take care of themselves. Seem like the more you abuse them, the more they'll grow. I said I need that stickerless cactus. I know they have it. Some people buy those plants that they don't have any stickers on them. I said that's the kind of cactus I need in my yard. But all the cactus that are here came up, I mean, they were natural. You know, they were just naturally here. Oh, no. I've done that before, Susan. Forget to put the card in the package and have to reopen the package. And sometimes I just give up and I just mail the card separately. So I didn't have to tear the package open again. It just depended on the package. If I could open it real easy and slip the card in, I would. If not, I just sent the card by itself. Well, hi, Loretta. How are you tonight? You missed all the fun with Gladys, I'll tell you. We've been planning to get her a stripper and send it to her house and getting her to video it so we could see it, all kind of stuff. Laughed so hard my ribs ache. Annie says, did you see my message above? I don't know if I did or not. Let me back up and see. It says, it sounds funny when you call me Ann. You've always called me Annie. You can call me Annie. Well, I called you Annie because there's an E on the end of your name, and I wasn't sure if it was just Ann or if you pronounced it Annie. So that's why I started saying Annie. I just thought that might be your name. Yeah, and see, that's what I've got in my yard is that prickly pear cactus. And it has gigantic, like, leaves on it. They're not leaves, they're just, I don't know what you call it, pads, maybe? Do they call them cactus pads? But they get pretty big. But I never wanted to mess with it because of those stickers. Sure, we can, Gladys. We can say a prayer for Gladys. Everybody want to have a silent minute for Connie? We're all worried about Connie. We don't know what's going on with her right now. She's not answering her messages. She's not answering her phone. I know her furnace was out. And like I said, the last time I talked to her, her husband was fussing and griping at her because the furnace was not working. And it wasn't her fault. He needs to take care of it, but he expects her to do it. So let's all have a silent minute for Connie. Say a prayer that she's okay. Dear Lord, keep Connie safe. We don't know what's going on with her right now, but keep her safe. Keep her well. And if she's able, let her notify us. Let us, so she can let us know that she's all right. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Yeah, I just wish she'd just pop in and let us know she's all right. It's just not like her not to show up or answer phone calls or not answer her messages. I mean, the last couple of messages I sent to her through Messenger, I was asking her if she's okay, that I was worried about her. I was afraid something bad had happened to her. But she's still not answered. So Had to put another piece of that candy in my mouth. It's addictive. April's dehydrating pineapple. Oh, I bet your house does smell good. Oh my gosh. When I was dehydrating basil, my whole house smelled like basil. And I know pineapple smells a lot better than basil. I know, and I usually text with Connie just about every single day. And I've not heard from her for 2 days now. She's not answering any of my messages. Yeah, she lived close around here. I'd be checking on her, but she's in Tacoma, Washington. And I don't know of anybody that's up there close around her. I don't know how to get in touch with her mother. Well, hi there, Too Tall Rob. How are you doing this evening? We've been trying to find a stripper for Gladys. I need to get one of those machines, Linda. What kind of machine, Gladys? I tell you, I can't dehydrate basil in my house. It drives my allergies crazy because the smell is so strong in here. I have to put the dehydrator out on my patio. I put it out on the patio and plug it in and let it dehydrate out there. Oh, I've been in the middle of a rescue. A friend of mine's mother thought she had a raccoon in her garage. Got the trap set. Turns out it was a possum. Just be glad it was not a skunk. What? Too Tall, you got $1,000 super chat for twerking during one of the live streams? Oh, you think I would get $1,000 if I got up and twerked? I can't even twerk. My hips don't move like that. My lower back injury doesn't let me twerk. I mean, I've never even tried. I don't know if I could do it or not. That'd be something at my age, just up here twerking in front of the camera. My son would die if he saw it. see how a lot of these women do it. I honestly don't. My twerker don't work. I've done the shimmy before, but I've never tried to twerk. We were filming The Police in Denver, Colorado. I was in the middle of a intersection in 4 lanes of traffic twerking. A police officer for that super chat. That's funny, Too Tall Rob. But is that a true story, Too Tall? I could just picture you in the middle of traffic with a cop, and you're twerking for this cop. I get up there twerking, I'd throw everything in my back out. Was that your bail money? Yeah, if I was out there twerking in the middle of traffic, they'd lock me up. I'd have to use that $1,000 for my bail to get out. Yeah, we'll have to get Too Tall Rob if he's close to Gladys to go twerk for Gladys. And he says he's pretty tall, so that would be a sight. This tall guy there twerking. Twerking telegrams. I never thought of that. Fellas make some good money. Oh yeah, they do. I know years ago the dancing telegrams made a lot of, they'd make a couple $100 for one little telegram that they knock on somebody's door. Took them all of what, not even 5 minutes. And you know they charge a lot more today. The only thing they pay me for is to stop. Yeah, the singing telegrams were the thing back in the day. But then they did get into the stripograms, especially for birthdays and anniversaries and stuff like that. They'd send strippers to people's door. And do a happy birthday dance for them. Gladys says, I'll take the last man on your phone, Gladys. I mean, Linda. Yeah, he did look pretty good, didn't he? He had washboard abs. He had a lot of muscle. All those dancers do. They're built like I don't know what. That's what gets them the money dancing is they look good. They're muscled. They're toned. You know, they spend a lot of time in the gym. Well, we'll send the money to Rob, and then he drives to Gladys's and dance for her and make a video so we can see. Yeah, that'll work. I don't have any idea where Paul's lives, though, or where Rob lives. I don't know where Too Tall Rob is, where he's located at. I got 40 watching and only 24 thumbs up. What's going on? Y'all need to hit the thumbs up. Oh, Too Tall Rob is in Manhattan, Kansas. He's a little ways away from Gladys. She's in Connecticut. But hey, we can all rent a stretch limo, go by, pick up Too Tall Rob, go on up to Gladys's house, and we wouldn't need to watch a video. We could see it firsthand. We could video it ourselves. Maybe I should just make twerking video telegrams. Maybe so, Too Tall. But the money could be worth the drive and the dance. Yep, that southern accent gets points. You don't do a lot of talking with these strippergrams, though. Oh, Too Tall's got a friend with a private jet now. I used to date a guy that had 3 airplanes. He had a 25-seater. He had a little biplane, the Stetson 1948. And then he had an aerobatic airplane. We used to go flying in them all the time. New way to be picked up for a date. He'd fly to Granbury, pick me up, and then fly to Cleburne. Or fly wherever we were going at that particular time. Hey, Too Tall could fly us all to April's house in Maui. We could have a Hawaiian vacation. Too Tall could fly us there. I don't know how many his airplane holds. Yeah, I thought that's a good idea, April. Look at there. We done got us a private jet. Shelley said, let's go. Susan says, I'm in Topeka. I'm in Granbury, Texas. Make your rounds. Pick us all up. We'll fly to Maui together. Oh, really? You were looking at some used cars the other day, and one was a stretch Continental. Well, I don't think we could drive to Hawaii now. We might could drive a ways, but then we'd have to fly across the ocean to get to Maui, or take a big ship. Yeah, we got a small airport out here. The smaller airplanes can land, not these 737s or big Boeing jets can't land here yet, but the little private airplanes can. If he's got a private jet, it'll probably be small enough he could land here. He could land in Granbury and pick me up. I'd leave my car at the airport. They've been enlarging the airport to try to get it so larger planes can come in. More of the smaller commercial planes. Because of all the businessmen that would come to the convention center that they built for conventions. They want the businessmen to be able to fly to Granbury and just come from the airport right straight to the convention center. Rob says, now what have I got myself into? I got all these women. Oh, wow, that was neat. Too Tall Rob. Yeah, that guy that I dated that had the airplanes, we used to fly with his little 1948 biplane. We used to fly to other areas to the airport where they would have fly-ins, and they would have all kind of airplane games. One was where you had to fly over a target, and you dropped a little paper bag full of flour, and you had to try to hit that bag to the target. And I was his bombardier. I was the one dropping the bag. I don't know if I ever hit the target or not. It was a lot of fun. Oh, nose itches. And we flew to a lot of communities where their people's houses are built right along their own private airstrip. And they had big hangars in their backyards so that their airplane could land on the strip, taxi down the runway, and go right into their little hangar right in their backyard, just like driving a car in a garage. I thought that was the neatest thing. It was a flight community. There was a lot of them all over the United States. Yep, Too Tall Rob, he asked for it. He's got all the women now wanting to go on a plane ride with him to Maui, Hawaii, to see April. Yeah, I've been subscribed to his channel. I've been watching some of his videos. Yeah, well, I thought it was the neatest thing because they just land on their own private airstrip, taxi right up to the backyard, put their airplane right in their own hangar, just like putting it in a garage. Hell, Rob, I'd go to Walmart. Well, if you flew to Walmart here, you'd have to land on 377. It'd be big enough to land, but I don't think the traffic would clear out for you. You might hit a few cars. I don't know what happened to Hatuk. He's disappeared from Indonesia. I haven't seen him in a long time. I guess maybe he just dropped in to say hello. We just have to be home before midnight so I can feed the raccoons. Now, you just have to let those raccoons fend for themselves. Because if you flew us to Maui, you're not going to be home by dark. I promise you. That's okay, Diana. Take your call. And there, hi, Mary. How's Mary doing tonight? He'll have to get somebody to feed his raccoons because he flies us to Maui. He ain't going to be home by dark. There'll be many darks that he won't be home for. At least a week. Yeah, get a raccoon self-feeder. Connie lives in Tacoma, Washington. Me too, living life loving. I'll have to save up the money somehow. I don't know how. Hire a babysitter for those trash pandas. Yeah. Too Tall Rob forgot that when he's with us, it's over. He'll be at our mercy. Connie needs to be picked up first. Yeah, if we can find her. She's not answering anybody's messages or phone calls. And with her furnace out, I'm not sure where she's at right now. You know, I was leaving the subdivision here where I live the other day, and there was that yellow tape strung all around the front yard and blocking the driveway and everywhere in the front of this house that I have to pass to go out the gate. I mean, it was that police yellow tape to keep people out. So I don't know what was going on there. I don't get the newspaper anymore. So I don't know what was going on there that they had to put that yellow tape up around the front yard. They had that whole place blocked off. They're coming for me. How about we just do a meet and greet in Kansas City at the ball game? Hey, come pick us all up. We'll do a meet and greet in Kansas. That's what I was thinking, April. It looked like a crime scene. So I was wondering, well, what went on there? That's only 2 blocks away from my house. And I didn't know nothing about it. Don't know nothing that went on. But they just don't tape up your front yard for nothing. I don't know what went on there. I choked myself with that piece of candy. Oh, I don't really want to do that. I don't want to call the police about it. I noticed coming in today, the tape had been moved away from the driveway, but it was still laying on either side. You could see it. So they've got access to the house now, but the other tape around everywhere else is still there. And there was a big wreck on the other side of town yesterday or the day before. And I got a text message about it from the city telling everybody to stay away from that highway because there was an investigation going on about a bad wreck. And they had traffic completely shut down. So they sent out a text message warning people, do not go down that highway, to take a detour. And I don't know who that was. I don't know what the wreck was or who was involved or anything. Like I said, I don't get the newspaper anymore, so. And that's what used to keep me up with everything going on. I might get it a couple of days late, but at least I would see what was going on. It may have been, but I don't even watch the local news. Sometimes I bring stuff up on YouTube. I type in such and such a wreck on a such and such a day, and it brings it up. I know I was at my son's house one day, and he had flipped his TV on the news watching this really bad wreck and traffic jam going down the interstate south of where he lives. And he said, Dern, he said, all of this is stuff that's after the fact. He said, I want to see what's happening right now. I said, well, if you want to see what's happening right now, look it up on YouTube. I says, I'll guarantee you somebody down there at that traffic jam pileup has got it on YouTube live right now. He didn't believe me. He looked it up on YouTube. Sure enough, he found it. We were sitting there watching everything live as it was taking place. And there was cars piled up everywhere. Oh, it was awful. And I told him, I said, see, I told you. If there's something going on, I guarantee you somebody has got it going on live on YouTube. Connie lives in Tacoma, Washington. You're live now. You have some raccoons munching down on some leftover macaroni salad. I'll look that up on my other deal here. Yeah, lucky raccoons. There goes his raccoon. Title All Along the Watchtower. That reminds me, I didn't put bird seed in my bird feeders today. Hotel California, it was around 4th of July. Popcorn and margaritas. That's some combination. Is that Ricky Raccoon? I don't know, Too Tall. Have you got your raccoons named? Got to load up trash, go into the dump tomorrow. Well, luckily they pick my garbage up here at the house. I don't have to carry it off anywhere. I love them, got names. Oh, I see living, life loving. Yeah, you got to watch the animals that you attract in your yard. Some of them you don't want coming around. Yeah, you start putting food out for one, you're going to have a million other animals coming that you don't want. They used to get in your compost. Sometimes I think the squirrels or something gets into my compost pile out there. The one that's in that square cage like. I threw some oranges and I don't know what all I threw in there one day and didn't cover it up. The next day I went out there and they were out on the ground. Whatever it was, it got them out of the compost and got them off out in the yard. I got little buddy scratching at the door wanting to come back in. You got to have another snack, huh? You got to have another snack. I'm not giving you nothing else. You got food in your dish. He's got food in his dish down here. He decided he'd eat some. Am I talking about you? He said, just for that, I'm going to move out of the camera view because you're talking about me. Oh, well. He tries to get my attention, so I'll give him some more food. He's back at his bowl now since I put the camera back up. Yeah, he's pretty big. He's a big boy. Yeah, he's a big boy. He knows I'm talking about him. He turned around and looks up at me like, okay, I know you're talking about me. He says, I know I'm pretty. He says, I know I'm pretty. Go over there and eat your food. Oh, let's see how long we've been on here. We've been on here over 2 hours already. Oh my goodness. I bet Bottle fed 4 abandoned raccoons once until they went to a rehab nature center. Now he's back at the back door wanting to go back out. Comes in this door, wants to go out that door. Go figure that. He'll do it every time he comes in. He'll eat a bite. Yeah, you'll eat a bite, you get petted a little bit, and then you're ready to go back outside. He has to make a check-in, I guess. Yeah, he has to check in occasionally. I'll have to catch him when he comes by to visit next time. $50 reward. He was at my house a week ago. Well, I don't know of any missing cats around here. Nobody's said that they had a missing cat or anything. I'm a long ways away from you, though, Too Tall Rob. He's standing here beside me getting his head rubbed now. Silly cat. You're a silly cat. Go finish eating your food. Go finish eating your food. He says, oh, I'll eat it later. He said it ain't going nowhere. He says, I know it ain't going nowhere. Yeah, pause. Connie's not answering Gladys's phone calls, and she's not answering any of my text messages, and that's not like Connie. I was going to call her too, but after Gladys said that Connie was not answering the phone when she called her, I said, well, it's not going to do me any good to call her either then. I just don't know what's going on with her. I mean, 2 days, I mean, that's pretty strange that she's not answering any messages or phone calls. I don't know, Living Life Loving. I have no idea, unless her and Bobby got into a fight and he may have taken her phone and threw it against the wall or something. Who knows? Because she said he was really fussing and arguing and calling her names and threatening her and all kind of stuff the last couple of days since the furnace broke down. You know, acting like it's her fault and she's supposed to fix it. Well, he's supposed to be the man of the house. He's the one that should be fixing it, not her. So I have no idea what's going on. And like I said, I don't know how to get in touch with her mom. She's mentioned her mom to me several times, but I have no way of getting in touch with her. Yeah, that's what somebody else already said, that maybe we should call the authorities and have them go do a welfare check. But I'm not sure I should do that. Because that might be something that would make Bobby even madder. I don't know how big a town Tacoma, Washington is. I have no idea. Oh, wow. Tacoma, Washington has 219,000 people. So you don't know how many police stations they've got. Come on, little buddy. I'll let you back out. You keep going to the door. I mean, you got a population of 219,000 people. They can figure out where she's located from a phone number. And yes, you should if you're that concerned. Yeah. Oh, your daughter's husband was police officer in Tacoma for 10 years? Yeah, but see, if there's nothing going on and she's okay and maybe something happened to her phone, if they go out there to check and Bobby's there, that's just going to make him mad. That'll set him off even worse than the furnace did. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, that's what she said. He's a little crazy. So that would just give him another excuse to get mad at her. So I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place on that. I mean, a lot of times, I text message Connie off and on throughout the day and night, and she always answers. Your first husband was mean, April? Well, I know Gladys has got her phone number. I think I had it. I think I had it written down somewhere. But I know Gladys does because she calls her. They call one another off and on all the time. Probably just about every day or every night. Well, I've got the address that she had me send her prizes to. So, I could give them the address if I called them, but like I said, that would be something else to set Bobby off, and I don't want to do that. I mean, if she's okay, and maybe it's her phone, and I call and they send somebody out to their house and he's there, that's just something else he's going to bitch and gripe at her about. It might make things worse. Another excuse is just that another picked him. Maybe she wants to keep him. I don't know, but I don't like hearing about it. Domestic violence is no good. And no, it's not. And from what she said, he's really abusive. Oh. And she's not well. I mean, she's got so many health problems, it's unreal. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like her not to be in chat either, so I don't know. I mean, like one of the other people said, her phone may not be working right now. I don't know. Maybe something happened to her phone. And if that's the case, she would not be getting her messages or phone calls. And she definitely wouldn't be able to come into chat either. I know the weather's not been good there. It's been freezing cold. I don't know if they've got ice or snow either. I know they did it one time because she said she didn't know if she was going to be able to get to work. But that was days ago, so I don't know. We were going to call the authorities for you. I wish someone call for Connie. Well, Gladys could call. She's got her phone number. I guess if you gave them the phone number, they could probably track her down from the phone number. I don't know. I'm sure the police could do that. I don't know how many other people may have her phone number. Yeah, see, I'm a little scared to do it too, Gladys. Because I don't want to cause her any problems. It's above freezing there now, but freezing temperatures are expected there again Thursday. I know the last time she messaged me, she said it was freezing there, especially with no heat. But I don't know what the temperature was at that particular time. She just said it was cold. And I do know she sent her son to be with her mom, I think. Until they could get the furnace fixed. Because she was thinking that Bobby probably would be able to fix it himself. She thought it was just a switch on it. But you never know about those things, you know. But from what she said, he wouldn't even go down there and check it. And she said she couldn't go down those stairs to get where the furnace was. She said it would take her forever to try to go down those stairs. The shape she's in. I have no other idea, Mary. I just know that he fusses at her a lot. Argues with her a lot, from what she said. Threatened to leave her all the time. My heater just came on, so I guess the temperature's dropped. First time it's been on all day. See what the weather is right now. It's 51 degrees. It dropped to 51. See what it'll be tomorrow. It'll get down to 39 tonight. Oh, it's going to be 71 again tomorrow. So I might be able to get some stuff done in the yard tomorrow. It'll be 67 for a high Wednesday. And then Thursday it's going to be back to 70. So we're going to have a fairly comfortable rest of the week. It'll be in the 40s and 50s at night. After tomorrow night. I can handle 39 for a low Tuesday night. Oh, okay. She's all right. She just called you. Her phone is broken. Thank God. I'm wondering how she called you. I guess she got somebody else's phone. I guess somehow she heard about us talking about it on chat and decided she'd call and let us know she's okay. Yay, Connie. You had us worried. We were about to send the police department after you. Yeah, I'm so glad she called. She's not all right if she is living with a I know, I mean, it sounds kind of bad. It sounds like a bad situation, to tell you the truth. I don't know if he's ever been violent to her. I don't know. But I know she said he argues and fusses at her all the time. Yeah, that's what I heard, Susan. I'm glad she's okay and it was just her phone. And I hope she got her furnace fixed. I mean, she needs heat in her house, you know, these cold days. Gladys, do you know if her furnace got fixed or not? Did she even mention that? I tried to text Linda now, LOL. I've got my phone on silent because I'm filming on it. So I can't get messages or anything off of it right now. I didn't read the text. Give me a minute. I'll read it. I'll get right back to you guys. Okay. And see, I can't check. I do my filming with my phone. And I can't check messages or anything like that on there right now. I got all notifications turned off. So if she tried texting me, I don't know it. It didn't notify me because I've got all that turned off. Susie, you're trying to call me? I know that, Susan. I know that Connie's okay. But you just tried to call me and I can't take calls. I'm filming with my phone. So I can't take calls on it. This is just hooked up to the internet. I can't receive or do any calls with it. I turned the phone part off of this. Hi, Teresa Foreman. How are you doing? I read your text, Susan. I did receive the text on this. I can receive texts as I can get on the internet, but I can't make a call or receive a call with this. And by the time I tried to click on your call coming in, it was already gone. So by the time I clicked on it, it said that I had a missed call. So I guess it depends on how you're calling, whether I receive it or not. I've had heard, but last night my see there. I figured something may be happening. She's in the hospital with a bad infection. Yeah, we're doing fine. We've been trying to check on Connie. Linda, she's in the hospital with a bad infection. Well, at least she's where it's warm. My goodness. Maybe that the heat will be fixed by the time she gets out of the hospital. I rebooted the chat. Yeah, she may have texted me, but I wouldn't know it because I've got the notifications turned off my phone because I'm filming with my phone. So I'll have to check all that after I end the live. Yeah, they just said that Gladys heard from her and she's in the hospital with a bad infection. And getting help, yes. So that's good to hear. If she did text me, I'm gonna have to text her back and tell her we were getting ready to send the National Guard after her. Uh-oh. My computer, my laptop is pretty old. I don't even know how many years old it is. But I know it's old enough that it's not capable of running Windows 11. I've got Windows 10 on it. So I don't know how much longer I'll be able to use it before I'll have to get a new one that will run Windows 11. Yeah, but I don't think Connie's going to do that too tall, Rob. She loves Bobby. She wants to stay with Bobby, but he keeps threatening that he's going to leave her. She said he's got a girl, or she thinks he's got a girlfriend. The man needs a spanking is what he needs. Yeah, but I wasn't missing in action for days, Susan. That was just for a couple of hours one night. And y'all were staying in contact with me, so. Yep, you're right, living life, loving narcissistic behavior. My daughter has fibromyalgia, or however you pronounce it, in her feet. And she can't wear high heels anymore. She wears the wedge shoes part of the time, but she can't wear the higher heels anymore because it hurts her feet. Yeah, exactly, too tall, Rob. He don't really need a spanking. He needs a mud stomping. Yeah, she says he's got motorcycles and this, that, and the other, and he takes care of all that stuff. Why can't he take care of the furnace? Or if it quits working, why can't he go down and check it out and see if he can't fix it? I mean, don't get mad at her because it breaks down. She said he expects her to do everything. Oh, we've been on here for almost another 3 hours tonight, people. Y'all getting tired of seeing my ugly face? Since I know Connie's okay, well, she's not okay, but at least she's in the hospital and she's getting, she's being cared for. She's not doing good at all. Well, I know she was in bad shape the last couple of times she messaged me, but I didn't know anything about any infection. She's not doing good at all. Not ugly, Linda. Oh, well. Yeah, we've all been worried about Connie, but we know now she's in the hospital. She's got a bad infection. Gladys says she's not doing good. And that's why we haven't been hearing from her. Even if her phone wasn't broken down, she may not have felt like communicating with people, you know? Or maybe she didn't have her phone close enough to where she could do anything with it. Yeah. Yeah, I am too, Shelley. I'm glad at least we know now what's going on with her. I mean, she's got a bad infection and it's not good, but at least she's in the hospital where she can be cared for. I'll just say this, I don't think that boy will ever be able to dance with a girl again. You talking about Bobby? Oh my goodness, are you going to put a whipping on him too tall? And I'm sure he has a hard time to this day in a sandwich. That word is right behind the heart. I can't see what it says. And I'm sure he has a hard time to this day to, I guess, eat a sandwich or something. Yeah, we don't need to be talking about violence anymore. Too Tall wants to put a hurting on Bobby right now, I guess. Linda, you got to read his first. Well, I read the one where he says, I just say this, I don't think that boy will ever be able to dance with a girl again. Is that the one you said I needed to go back and read? Or did he have another one before that? Back in Missouri, I knew this account that is victim of domestic violence. A couple of my friends gave her a boyfriend a visit. Oh, wow. Yeah, we don't want to do nothing like that. Hard time chewing on the sandwich. Oh, my goodness. You want to put a hurting on him. Yeah, we don't want to talk about violence. We don't want to hurt nobody. I mean, it's not right that he does that the way he's treating her, but she's got to do something about that situation herself. We can't do it for her. I loved being a biker lady. Well, Connie said that she has, she used to ride bikes all the time. She doesn't do so much anymore. And that's one thing that Bobby gets mad about is because she's not able to go places he wants to go riding the motorcycles. But hey, people get older. What if that kind of stuff happened to him? I told Connie, I said, what if the shoe was on the other foot? How would you think he would act then? If he was the one that was not able to get out and go and do stuff. Yeah, I know, Gladys. I'll be looking for her text. And I understand she doesn't have to text me whenever she feels like it. I know she's all right or she's in a good place, so. Oh, and I think with that, we've been on here for almost 3 hours, right? 2 hours and 47 minutes. Back to the strippers, yeah. Back to a lighter note. We're still going to send Gladys a stripper. We're going to reserve one, and he'll be knocking on her door. She's already got one picked out, but I'm not sure he'll be available. We might not be able to get hold of him. And he's right there in the same town she's in. Because I looked up strippers where she lives. Yeah, send Connie one too. Because Connie was talking, that her daughter wanted to take her to one of the strip clubs. And Connie didn't want to go. And I said, yeah, Connie, you need to go. If your daughter wants to take you, go with her at least one time and just have a good time. I said, it's all in fun. Hot cinnamon licorice. I cannot imagine. I bet that is good, living life loving. April says it could be dressed like a doctor. Yeah. Send Connie one dressed like a doctor. She would freak out if all of a sudden this doctor walked into her hospital room and all of a sudden music started playing. He started stripping his white coat off and dancing around. What do you think Connie would think? Yeah, I've been having fun, but we got to go. I mean, we've been on here for a long time, just chatting and having fun. We know what the deal is with Connie, so we don't have to worry about that situation anymore. Just everybody say a prayer for her and hope that she'll be okay. He only had a mask on. Sharon says I'd go to the hospital for that. Oh, guys, I gotta go. You're killing me. But I love all of you. Tell everybody to like, share, subscribe to my videos, and above all, watch them like I've always said. I've got probably around 700 videos out there. And I had somebody ask me to make a video on enchilada soup the other day. I've already made a video on enchilada soup a while back. So they just need to look it up. Yeah, I try to come up with new videos to do. I don't want to cook the same recipe more than once or twice, Now, I don't mind doing it twice if I can change it up somehow. Turn it into something a little different. But I don't want to do the exact same recipe more than once. So, because that video will always be there. They can just go look back in the videos and find the one on enchilada soup and watch that one. But love y'all. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe to my videos. Y'all have a blessed night. And I'll see you on my next one. Bye. Love y'all.